Hello and welcome to Mob Cougar Gaming. And for today's episode, our very first episode, I will be doing a deck review for Pokemon trading card game Miraidon Zero, my build. This build has brought me much success. So let's take a look. Let's get into the cards here. So couple different things you're going to see on this build and some of the other builds that are out there. Number one, we are going to be using Bidoof and Bibarel as a draw engine. This is a very powerful draw engine because sometimes in Miraidon builds you're starting to see them get either clogged up in the middle of the game or you get in top deck mode, you're just able to draw one card. I see a lot of builds out there that have Mew-EX. That only gets you 3 cards, and that's if you're down under 3, whereas Bibarel will get you up to 5 cards. So I find this to be an extremely important part and piece of my build. Also, I'm running with your standard Miraidon EX 2. This will be the priority. On turn 1, you're going to want to get this bad boy out, start filling out your bench with all of these lightning Pokemon. Okay, we're going to use Iron Hands EX, one of the best attacking Pokemon in the game. Mewtwo EX is just there as a Terra Pokemon to expand the bench out to 8 with our Area 0 card, the Stadium. We'll get into that in a minute. And if you see, I do have a Regieleki V and a Regieleki VMAX in this build as well. Now, why do I have this in here? Well, Regieleki VX will add 30 more damage to each of your lightning attacks. So that means Iron Hands EX, he'll be doing 120 with Amp You very much. If you get a Regieleki VMAX down, he goes up to 150. The future Capsule energy on there, 170. Zapdos gets in there, 180. So as you could see, he could hit high levels. Same thing with your Raikou V, who's going to be just smashing your opponents. He's going to do 20 more for each bench Pokemon. Well, when you get your Area 0 out, you can get up to 8 Pokemon on the bench. On top of that, if you could get Zapdos down, Regieleki VMAX down, he's going to be just ripping your opponents apart. So, one thing of note with the Regieleki VMAX, be very careful with this card and evolving it. When your VMAX is knocked out, your opponent takes 3 prize cards, which can really hurt. So what I might do is you can always bench your Regieleki V. Okay, you could put this guy down. He could take up space on your bench when you get your Area 0 out. Help your Raikou hit harder. The Regieleki VMAX will add another 30 damage. However, with the detriment of being a possibly snipe for 3 prize cards. Now, the good news is he has 310 hit points. So the only ones that I can see, the only decks that I can see in the format right now that could one-shot him are going to be your Raging Bolts, maybe your Lugia with the Cincino, possibly a Roaring Moon deck with Frenzy Gouging, and the other one that comes to mind, you don't see a lot of play out of anymore, Chien PAL. Any of those decks like that have unlimited damage potential, I recommend not evolving Regieleki V into VMAX because 30 more damage isn't really worth that extra prize card. Now, for all the other matchups, I'd feel free to go ahead and put this guy down and let him sit on your bench and let him hit harder. Okay? So this is our Pokemon lineup. It's going to be very easy and smooth. You get your Miraidon out, you start just pulling all of these lightning Pokemon. If you look, everything we have here is a lightning Pokemon. Okay, except for Bidoof and Bibarel, our draw engine. Everybody else here you can get out really easy if you get your Miraidon down. As far as your trainers here, you're going to go with the standard Ultra Ball Nest Ball combo 3-4. Okay, get a switch card in there just in case of Bibarel or Zapdos gets stuck in the active. I've got 4 Area 0 Underdepths cards in here. Very important to get this down and get it down quick. That way your Raikou is going to be just smashing people. 4 Electric Generators. That Future Booster Energy Capsule I already referred to earlier. You get him on your Iron Hands. It does 2 things. It allows him to retreat for free, which is big news because he has a 4 retreat crossed otherwise, and it also adds 20 more damage to his attacks. Night Stretcher in case you lose a Raikou or something that you want to go ahead and grab back. I got the Prime Catcher in here as my ace spec of choice. You have a Forest Seal Stone. Generally speaking, early in the game, you may be using your Forest Seal Stone. You either grab an Area 0 Underdepths. You can use it for an Electric Generator if you need those extra energies, or for any of these other cards to just help you get up and get swinging. 4 Arven's 3 Boss. We want to be able to constantly snipe the targets we want to snipe, take advantage of the Iron Hands EX with the boss orders. See if you can get an extra prize card here and there. Bravery Charm, you could just pluck on either a Raikou V or one of your other Pokemon. If you have a little bit low on the HP side, you can just boost that up. Roxanne's in there for a mid to late game, hand disruption factor. Very good card, gives you 6, shuts your opponent down to 2. It's essentially the unfair stamp in a supporter card. In fact, it even gives you more cards than the unfair stamp, so I find this one extremely useful. And I'm running 16 energy, a lot of energy. Help us get these electric generators going and popping. Now, one of the other ones that I did look at and test it out is a Dragonite V-Star. Now, this seems really, really good. We don't have a V-Star power in here. I put a Dragonite V, a 1/1 line. Look at the top 12 cards of your deck and attach any number of water or lightning energy cards to your Pokemon. So that sounds really good, a lot more consistent than relying on electric generators. However, there is some downfalls to the Dragonite V-Star. Unfortunately, this is an attack. It's not an ability, so you have to get them in the active, you have to attach an energy, and you have to waste a turn to do the attack. That, along with this being a Dragon-type Pokemon, you have to use your Nest Balls. Ultra Balls can't pull them up with Miraidon. I opted to go the consistency route, and so I found through my testing that when I was able to hit this, I could power up everything on my bench in 1 turn, and it was pretty amazing. However, it was a little difficult to get going. I found the simplicity of the deck that I've built a little bit better. So now that I've explained the basic deck layout, let's go ahead and get into some games. We're going to go over here. Now, if mind you, this season just started, I haven't had any time to get in there. And one thing you want to do with this deck, generally you're going to want to try to go second, right? So if your opponent calls the coin flip, maybe you can get an attack off on your second turn. If things go smoothly, the first thing you're going to want to do is try to get your Miraidon out, right? We're going to do that. I do not want to go first. We're going to go second with this deck. Let's see our starting 7 here. Okay, we're going to start a Zapdos. Not ideal, but I do see the Prime Catcher in the list, so I'm going to make that work. And again, good thing we went second, because as you see, I don't have any Nest Balls, Ultra Balls. I'll be able to grab something off the Arven here. Get this thing going. Oh, it does look like our opponent pulled a mulligan. And, oh, are we doing a mirror? Let's take a look. I know I see a Sada and an energy. This is going to be an interesting build we're going against here. And we have a Raging Bolt. So here we go. He's going to bench his Teal Mask Ogre Palm. He's getting a pretty good setup here. Ditches his Iron Bundle. He's going to go Lumineon. Now, as you can see, the Raging Bolt setup, he is rolling. About an ideal setup as you can get for Bolt. He's filled his bench. He is cooking on that side of the field. So let's see if we can answer here. That was quite a start. Alright, so off we go. We're going to Arven. We have to get a Miraidon out. So unfortunately, we're going to do this. And we have prized our Forest Seal Stone. Also unfortunate. We'll just grab a future booster. Let's take a look at what we have in the list. Okay, we prized a Raikou, prized an Arven, prized an Area 0, a couple energies, prized a Forest Seal Stone. Oh no, I have it here. Oh, I'm a goof. Alright, so let's get this thing going. We're going to go with our Miraidon EX right here. Okay, now what I can do, tandem unit, and I'm going to tandem unit another Miraidon EX and Mewtwo EX. We're going to get that bench extended out. We're going to go tandem unit. We're going to grab our attackers, Iron Hands, and a Raikou. Go ahead and get the booster on here. Let's see, what can we do here? So we've got a Prime. We're hitting 220. I could just grab... Ooh, as much as I want to grab Area 0, I think I might grab an Electric Generator off of this. And I will show you why in a second. Hopefully we hit. We do. That's fantastic news. Pop 2 down on our Raikou. Let's start powering up our Iron Hands here. Gonna Prime Catcher up. One of the Teal Mask Ogerpons. And here we are. Turn 2. Ah, the old Bravery Charm. That would have been nice to have, but that's okay. And we get our first 2 prize knockout right there. So you can see the power of this deck right here. They set up wonderfully. And yet we were able to answer. He's going to come back. Lots of energy on the field on his side. So I definitely see a 2 prize trade going on here. Lots of energy on the field for him. Just has to get rid of 3 this time. So here is definitely a match I will not be benching my Regieleki V. Pretty easy for them. Now, what do I want to pivot with? I could pivot with Iron Hands real quick. He has a free retreat cost. See what else we could do here. Get our Area 0 Underdepths down. Okay, that looks nice. Raikou V. Let's tandem unit some more friends in here. We are all out of lightning Pokemon, but we did prize our Regieleki V. And so unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get to an attack this turn. I'm going to put an energy on our Raikou here. Let's retreat out our Iron Hands. Let's give him the old one prizer Zappy. Okay. I'm going to hold on to the Rescue Board Bravery Charm. Not sure which one of those I want to put where. And in turn, we had an unfortunate turn of events there. Boy, he is just rolling through his deck. Look, he's going to come in with another KO. Now, mind you, this is the Raging Bolt list. This just won. He's going for the Iron Hands. Interesting choice, okay. Can't use 210. He's going to have to go 280, which is going to be 4 energies. That's okay. He's got all 2 prizers anyway. Iron Hands really feasts on the lower HP 1 prizers. So he's left himself a little low on energy. So what I'll do is I'll swoop in with a Raikou V. Could add another one here. Doing 250, which is beautiful, right? Could fleet foot that. Okay, a generator pops. Let's just add some of these charms on here. Okay, I think we're good here. Pop a rescue board on one of our Miraidons as a pivot. Now, important decision to make. We could E-generator. We could either go put energy on this Miraidon or Iron Hands. My take is I'm going to go with the Miraidon, and I'll tell you why. Iron Hands just can't get that high. We're going to need 220. Maybe hit these teal masks. Okay, everything looks good here. We're going to Roxanne our opponent down to 2. Alright, looking good. Let's Nest Ball out. A Bidoof. And we'll go for the knockout. Now it's going to be 2-2. Question is our opponent going to be able to get 4 energies out? A fighting, a lightning, with just 2 cards, 3 cards in his hand. Put him in a difficult spot there. Okay, he's trying some new cards. Let's try to super rod some stuff. I think he may have Asadas. He's going to get 2 out. Draw 3 more. looks to be stuck. There we go. And that is how we do it. So as you can see, a strong victory against the regional champion, Raging Bolt. He had a nice setup, and he was running, but you see the power of this Miraidon Zero deck. We can just come back at it and take it apart. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I will be putting more videos out, but for now, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day!